Welcome to another video by Lame Creations, Log Analysis Made Easy, and we're going to help you kind of understand the data that you've got coming on. A use case was given to me and I found a really cool solution. It's not the most efficient query in the world, but that's not what you were trying to get here. One of the what we wanted to do was be able to say, hey, give me back all of the data in an index and let me see like some sampling of it. Can you kind of sample back the data and let me see one or two fields? The problem with event sampling is if you have a large source type and a small source type, there's a chance you may not get that small source type because it's going to grab the one out of every 10 logs, one out of every 100, whatever the case may be. And so you don't know if you're going to get all the sources you're trying to do, and you get down to a really small number. Anyway, what I found was this really cool query. But first, we'll save you some time. We're going to do a metadata. Index equals, we'll use the bots v3 data. Type equals source types. And again, if you're not familiar with where the bots v3 data comes from, you can do this on your own network really easy. You just go to GitHub, type in bots v3, and you'll find a download. It's from their boss the sock data. It allows us to make sure we're all using the exact same data. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing, just recognize the data is a couple years old, so you got to hit all time. If I go do that, I can see there's 107 source types. It just gives me a good set of data to work with. And what if I want to know? I don't want to have to write a query for each one of these to kind of investigate what's going on. It'd be really cool if I went and grabbed just say the top one or two fields from that. As you can see, some of these are big and some of these are small. If I did a sampling, the odds are I'm not getting get endpoint info. So that's what I did is I ran over here this query, and what I did is I go index equals bots v3. If I wanted to restrict down the source types, I'd write that in there. In this case, I chose not to. And I said top limit equals 2. So it's grabbing back the two of two from each of these places. And then you call out the field you want to return. And so I'm going to go grab the raw field and I'm going to do by source type. You can only pull back one field, kind of sad. But you know what? What's the most important field? The raw. So I'm just going to look at the raw field. No, it's not all nice and cleanly parsed, but it'll give me an idea of what the data looks like. And then I do it by source type. And that little by source type now says do it for each one of those. So I'm grabbing the top two of perfmon, top two of endpoint, installed apps, etc., etc. You can see that I have an odd number, which means one of my source types only had one value in it, and so I can't get back two on it. But I ran that. I shouldn't have run it in smart mode. I should run it in fast, but it's okay. And if I go and inspect the job, it's not the most blazing fast query, but it only took a minute. 1 minute to go through all of those 107 different source types. And so anyway, that query works really well. I can now just basically read and I get an idea, okay, so here's what the installed apps look like, here's what process looks like, here's what get endpoint info kind of looks like, and so it's a really quick way of kind of understanding what your data types are and what you've got. So I can see my bash history, bool shipments. Anyway, just a big, nice, quick save time. Hope this was helpful. Hope this helps you move from being a lame analyst to a Splunk ninja. And again, I want to thank those who are supporting this channel by becoming members of this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. If you like these videos, like, subscribe down below. Even more, if you want to help support this channel and its growth, there's the ability to join down below. You should see it there in the YouTube join. I'd appreciate if you want to do that. All your support makes a huge amount of difference. I appreciate it. Hope you keep coming back.